Welcome in. Today we're diving into something that's probably right under your nose, literally, packaging.
Hmm.
But not just any packaging. We're going deep with ArtiosCAD, the software that's quietly shaping what lands on store shelves.
Yeah, it's kind of fascinating when you think about it.
Right.
We interact with packaging every single day, but
Every single day.
most of us never stop to think about how it gets made.
It's true. So we've got a stack of articles, case studies, even a sneak peek into an ESCO training session, all about ArtiosCAD. Our
Nice.
mission to uncover not just the what of this software, but how it's changing the game for companies and, believe me, why you should care.
And that's the thing with ArtiosCAD. It's not just about making pretty boxes.
Right.
This software is about efficiency,
Mm.
sustainability,
Yeah.
and creating a seamless experience from the design studio to your shopping cart.
So let's jump right into the wow factor.
Okay.
One of the things that really stood out to me is how ArtiosCAD tackles those intricate point of purchase displays you see in stores, the ones strategically placed to tempt you with impulse buys.
Yeah, those displays can get pretty elaborate, especially when they're showcasing multiple products or using unique materials.
Right.
What's remarkable is that ArtiosCAD makes the design process for those displays incredibly streamlined,
Yeah.
regardless of the complexity or material.
It's like having a secret weapon against design headaches. But it's not just about looks. There's some serious brain power behind the scenes.
For sure.
One thing that blew my mind was learning about ArtiosCAD's seamless integration with other software.
Right. One minute you're working on a stunning 3D product shot in, say, Adobe Illustrator,
Mm.
and the next, you're seamlessly integrating it into your packaging design within ArtiosCAD.
Wow.
That's the magic of interoperability.
And speaking of magic, get this. ArtiosCAD is a sustainability superhero in disguise.
That's something we really need to unpack because it's a game changer for both the planet and a company's bottom line.
Okay.
ArtiosCAD has features built in that minimize waste throughout the design process.
Okay, so less waste, I get that.
Yeah.
But how does it actually work? Does it magically transform cardboard scraps into confetti?
Um, I'm not sure about the confetti part, but I can tell you this. ArtiosCAD is all about precision and optimization.
Okay.
It helps designers use the absolute minimum amount of material needed,
Right.
which not only reduces waste, but also cuts down on costs.
Makes sense.
Plus, it can even suggest alternative materials with lower carbon footprints, so you can feel good about your design choices from an environmental standpoint.
So it's like having a little sustainability guru whispering in your ear throughout the entire design process.
Exactly. It's about making those eco-conscious decisions easier and more accessible for designers.
Okay, time for a real-world example because I know you love those.
I do.
We came across a fascinating case study of a Finnish packaging powerhouse called Jakutara.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were already using other ESCO software, but decided to add ArtiosCAD to their workflow.
And that's often the case. Companies start with one ESCO solution and realize the power of integrating others.
Right.
But back to Jakutara.
Okay.
They're a big deal in the pharmaceutical and food packaging world, churning out something like 20,000 unique products a year. For them, speed and precision aren't just buzzwords, they're necessities.
Imagine the pressure. So what happened when they brought in ArtiosCAD? Did it cause a packaging revolution?
It definitely streamlined their workflow significantly.
Okay.
One of their development engineers, Mika Matilla,
Okay.
was particularly impressed with how much time they saved, especially with the initial design phase.
Wow.
A lot of that came down to ArtiosCAD's intelligent design library.
Hold on, time out.
Yeah.
What's an intelligent design library and why should I care? Sounds a bit intimidating, to be honest.
Don't worry, it's not as complex as it sounds. Basically, ArtiosCAD comes preloaded with industry-standard packaging designs and specifications.
Mm.
Think of it as a massive, searchable catalog of templates for common packaging types. Jakutara, for instance, works with a lot of standards like ECMA and FEFCO.
Those sound like top secret spy organizations, not packaging standards.
Well, they might as well be top secret to those outside the packaging world.
Right.
But imagine them as rule books for specific types of packaging, ensuring everyone's literally on the same page when it comes to design specs and dimensions.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So instead of reinventing the wheel every time, they can pull from this library and tweak it to their needs.
Precisely. It saves them a ton of time and ensures accuracy because those preloaded designs are already tried and tested.
Nice.
Plus, ArtiosCAD can directly talk to their existing automation software, importing layouts automatically.
Oh, wow.
No more manual input equals fewer chances for errors to creep in.
Less room for human error. Now that's a feature I can get behind.
Exactly. And that's where ArtiosCAD's impact is truly felt in those seemingly small but significant improvements that add up to major time and cost savings.
It's like they say, the devil's in the details, but in this case, it's the efficiency that lies in those details. Speaking of well-oiled machines, let's shift gears to another case study. Victory Packaging. They've got a whopping 56 locations across the U.S.
Talk about a logistical challenge. Managing design consistency and collaboration across that many locations could be a nightmare without the right tools.
So how do they do it? Is there a secret underground tunnel connecting all the design teams?
It's not quite a secret tunnel, but it's pretty impressive. Victory Packaging uses ArtiosCAD Enterprise, the cloud-based version of the software.
Cloud-based, huh? So no matter where they are, their teams can access the same designs and information in real time. That's slick.
That's precisely the beauty of it. They've
Wow.
got this centralized database where everyone is literally on the same page.
Right.
No more emailing giant files back and forth or wondering if you're looking at the most up-to-date version.
And that's got to be a dream come true for their 30 packaging engineers.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine trying to wrangle that many designers without a centralized system.
Right.
Chaos.
I can only imagine. Kenneth Mees, a senior packaging engineer at Victory Packaging,
Okay.
calls this centralized system a game changer for data integrity. And I'm inclined to agree.
Right.
When you're dealing with a company of that scale, having a single source of truth for your packaging designs is crucial.
It's like they always say, teamwork makes the dream work.
It does. It does.
But in this case, it's ArtiosCAD and teamwork.
Yeah.
And you know what they say about teamwork.
It makes the dream work. But it also leads to some pretty amazing innovations, which is a perfect segue into the next part of our deep dive.
Oh, you and your smooth transitions. Okay, listeners, get ready, because when we come back, we're going behind the scenes of an ESCO training session to reveal insider tips and tricks that'll change the way you think about packaging design.
Ooh.
Don't miss it. Welcome back to the deep dive. We're elbow deep in the world of ArtiosCAD, uncovering the magic behind how those everyday packages come to life.
And before the break, we were talking about how Victory Packaging uses ArtiosCAD to wrangle design consistency across its 56 locations.
All right.
But let's shift gears a bit and talk about something that often gets overlooked. The why behind the design.
Okay, I'm intrigued. You mean it's not enough to just create a box that holds stuff?
Well, it has to hold stuff, but it's more nuanced than that.
Okay.
The structure of a package plays a huge role in how a consumer perceives a product.
Okay.
It can influence their buying decisions without them even realizing it.
So we're talking about things like shelf appeal, that grab-and-go factor,
Yeah.
a cereal box screaming, "Pick me," as you're strolling down the aisle.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just grabbing attention.
Okay.
A well-designed package should communicate a product's value proposition at a glance. Is it luxurious? Is it practical?
Mhm.
Is it eco-friendly?
Right.
ArtiosCAD gives designers the tools to convey those messages through the structure itself, not just the graphics.
That's fascinating. I'm thinking about those sleek, minimalist tech product boxes.
Right.
They convey a sense of sophistication before you even open them.
Totally.
But then those other packages, the ones
Oh, yeah.
that require an engineering degree and a chainsaw to open.
Ah, yes, the dreaded clamshell packaging.
Yes.
Those are a perfect example of where ArtiosCAD can help designers strike a better balance between security and user experience.
Right.
Nobody wants to wrestle with their packaging, no matter how cool the product inside might be.
Right. There's nothing worse than that feeling of defeat when you can't even open the thing you just bought.
I know, right?
So ArtiosCAD can help designers avoid those packaging fails and create something that's both functional and user-friendly.
Precisely. And let's not forget the unboxing experience.
Oh, right.
Remember, it's not just about the initial purchase. It's about creating a positive and memorable interaction with the product.
Yes.
A well-designed package can turn that unboxing into a ritual,
Right.
something that people look forward to and even share on social media.
You're totally right. I've kept certain boxes just because they were so well-made or cleverly designed.
Yeah.
They become keepsakes, almost part of the product story.
And that's where ArtiosCAD really shines. It recognizes that connection between packaging and brand identity.
Right.
It helps designers create those shareable, Instagrammable moments that contribute to a brand's overall story.
It's like that saying, packaging is the silent salesperson,
Mm.
but now with ArtiosCAD, it's more like the eloquent brand ambassador.
Well put. But let's not forget the practical side of things.
Right.
Remember how we talked about ArtiosCAD's ability to streamline collaboration between departments?
Oh, yeah, no more shouting matches between designers and production teams. Sign me up.
Exactly. It's about breaking down those silos and ensuring everyone is working from the same playbook. ArtiosCAD's collaborative features allow designers, engineers, marketing folks, everyone involved in the packaging process
Right.
to weigh in and provide feedback in real time.
So instead of catching errors during production, they're being addressed right there in the design phase, saving everyone a lot of headaches down the line.
Precisely. And that's just one example of how ArtiosCAD goes above and beyond.
Right.
It's not just a design tool, it's a problem solver, a collaboration enabler, and a champion for efficiency.
It sounds like ArtiosCAD is the ultimate multitasker of the packaging world.
It is. It is.
But let's talk about its range for a second.
Okay.
Is it just for designing, standard boxes, or can it handle more complex packaging types?
Oh, it can handle a lot more than just boxes.
Okay.
Remember those industry standard designs we talked about?
Right.
Those are just the tip of the iceberg.
Wow.
We're talking folding cartons, elaborate point-of-purchase displays,
Okay.
and even heavy-duty corrugated packaging for industrial uses.
So whether you're packaging delicate electronics or a refrigerator, ArtiosCAD can rise to the challenge.
Absolutely. And it's not limited to just rectangular boxes either.
Oh, wow.
ArtiosCAD can handle curves, angles, pretty much any custom shape you can dream up.
Wow.
It gives designers incredible flexibility to push the boundaries of packaging design.
Okay, now I'm starting to see why they call it the industry standard.
Yeah,
It's like the Swiss Army knife of packaging design software.
it is.
But with all this power and flexibility, I have to ask, how easy is it to actually learn and use?
It's understandable to think that a tool this sophisticated would require a PhD in CAD design, but that's the beauty of it. ESCO has made ArtiosCAD surprisingly intuitive and user-friendly,
Okay.
even for those who aren't CAD experts.
You're not just saying that, are you? Because I'll admit, when I first heard deep dive on CAD software, I braced myself for a technical snooze fest.
No, not at all. And to your point, ESCO offers amazing training resources, tutorials, and even certifications to get users up to speed quickly.
Wow.
They've clearly put a lot of thought into making ArtiosCAD accessible to a wide range of users.
That's good to know. But let's get back to the software itself.
Okay.
What are some of the features that really make ArtiosCAD stand out from the crowd?
One of the things that impresses me most is its attention to detail.
Okay.
The developers have clearly walked in a packaging designer's shoes because they've built in features that tackle those everyday design challenges head on.
All right, give us an example. I need detail.
Yeah, take the intelligent snapping feature, for instance.
Okay.
Imagine you're working on a complex design with multiple elements that need to align perfectly.
Right.
Traditionally, that can be a tedious process of zooming in, nudging things pixel by pixel.
Oh, I feel a headache coming on just thinking about it.
Right. But with ArtiosCAD's intelligent snapping,
Okay.
the software automatically detects and snaps those elements into place.
Oh, wow.
It takes the guesswork and frustration out of aligning those design components.
It's like having a super-powered design assistant, making sure everything's perfectly in its place.
Totally.
I love it. Okay. Give me another ArtiosCAD aha moment.
Okay.
What else blew your mind?
Another feature that I find incredibly helpful is the dynamic dimensioning tool
Okay.
as you're working on your design.
Right.
ArtiosCAD automatically updates dimensions in real time. So you always know the exact size and shape of your package.
Oh, wow.
No more pulling out a calculator or second-guessing your measurements.
That is seriously cool. No more math errors leading to packaging mishaps. I can see why designers would be head over heels for ArtiosCAD.
Absolutely. It's all about streamlining the design process,
Right.
eliminating those tedious tasks, and giving designers more time to focus on the creative aspects of their work.
It sounds like ArtiosCAD isn't just about creating packages. It's about creating a better, more efficient design experience overall.
You got it. It's about working smarter, not harder. And speaking of smart, let's talk about another impressive feature called collision detection.
Collision detection.
Uh-huh.
Is ArtiosCAD about to tell me my cereal box design is about to start a brawl on the breakfast aisle?
Not quite, but I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Okay.
Think of it this way. ArtiosCAD acts as a virtual watchdog,
Okay.
constantly analyzing your design for potential clashes or interferences between different elements.
So if you're designing a box with internal dividers, ArtiosCAD will let you know if those dividers are going to interfere with the product or each other during assembly.
Exactly. It's like having a second set of eyes, or maybe 1,000 sets of eyes,
Right?
scrutinizing your design for potential issues that could cause problems down the line.
That's incredible. It's like ArtiosCAD is thinking several steps ahead,
Yep.
preventing those oh no moments before they even happen.
Precisely. It's all about foresight and prevention, which ultimately leads to a smoother production process and a higher quality product.
It sounds like ArtiosCAD is taking a holistic approach to packaging design.
It
It's not just about the aesthetics or even the functionality. It's about considering every stage of a package's life cycle.
Now you're getting it. And that life cycle perspective is something we'll be exploring in more detail when we come back for the final part of our ArtiosCAD deep dive.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
And we're back! You're locked into the deep dive, and trust me, this ArtiosCAD journey has been full of aha moments.
It really has. We've gone from what even is ArtiosCAD to uncovering how it's basically the secret sauce behind so much of the packaging we see every day.
Seriously, I'm looking at product boxes way differently now.
Right.
Trying to spot those subtle design details we've been talking about.
It's like you've unlocked a hidden world.
I know, right?
But the journey's not over yet.
Okay.
Before the break, we were talking about how ArtiosCAD helps designers think ahead. And that leads perfectly into the future of packaging.
Okay, hit me with it. What's next for ArtiosCAD? Are they going to invent self-opening boxes that magically refill themselves?
Self-refilling boxes, that's a great idea.
Right.
I'll pitch it to the ESCO team.
Okay.
But in all seriousness, one trend that's massively influencing packaging design is the rise of e-commerce.
That makes total sense. It's not just about catching someone's eye on a store shelf anymore.
Right.
Your packaging has to survive a cross-country trip in a delivery truck.
Exactly. E-commerce packaging has a whole different set of challenges, and ArtiosCAD is stepping up its game.
Okay.
Think about optimizing box dimensions to reduce shipping costs, which is a huge deal for businesses right now.
And those tamper-evident features are crucial too, so you know that box hasn't been through the ringer before it gets to your doorstep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And let's not forget about designing for easy returns, because who hasn't ordered a few things online only to realize they need to send one back?
Oh, I've been there. But here's the thing. Even though it's shipped in a cardboard box, the unboxing experience still matters.
It does.
Maybe even more so because it's your first physical interaction with a brand.
You're spot on. That unboxing video trend isn't just for YouTube anymore.
Right.
It's a key part of the brand experience.
Right.
And ArtiosCAD is on top of it.
Huh?
They're helping designers create e-commerce packaging that's not just durable, but also visually appealing and memorable.
So we're talking about custom inserts, those little thank you notes, and even integrating augmented reality experiences into the packaging.
You're getting it. It's
That's
about
it.
creating an experience that goes beyond the product itself.
Right.
Something that makes a lasting impression and builds brand loyalty.
It's like packaging is becoming an extension of the product itself, a way to tell a story.
Exactly. And ArtiosCAD is providing the tools to make those stories even more engaging and impactful.
Wow.
But beyond e-commerce, there's another major force shaping the future of packaging: sustainability.
Absolutely. Consumers like you and me are more environmentally conscious than ever,
Right.
and we're voting with our wallets for brands that prioritize sustainability.
And ArtiosCAD is right there with them. We already talked about how it helps minimize waste during the design process,
Right.
but they're taking it to a whole new level.
Okay.
Imagine being able to compare the carbon footprints of different packaging materials and designs right there in the software.
Wow, that would be game-changing. You could actually see the environmental impact of your design choices in real time.
Exactly. It's about giving designers and brands the information they need to make responsible decisions.
Right.
And let's be real, those eco-conscious choices are not just good for the planet.
Right.
They're increasingly important for a company's bottom line.
It's true. Consumers are willing to pay a premium for products that are sustainably packaged. It's a win-win for everyone involved.
And that's what's so exciting about this field. It's constantly evolving.
Right.
ArtiosCAD isn't just keeping up with the times.
Right.
It's at the forefront of innovation, shaping the future of packaging as we know it.
Well said. And on that note, I think it's time for us to wrap up this deep dive into the fascinating world of ArtiosCAD.
It's been a pleasure.
Likewise. And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on the deep dive. We hope you've gained a newfound appreciation for the art and science behind packaging design.
Yes.
Next time you unbox something, take a moment to consider the journey it took to get there
I love it.
and all the clever design decisions that made it possible.
Absolutely.
Until next time, stay curious.